Alrighty, got a big update here. Really? You did it again? Yep, sure did. Now, I was actually going to make this one giant video with me completing this latest, whatever you want to call it, stupidity task. But what I am doing is I found out something pretty interesting that I didn't know existed that I had to take advantage of, and this is what it is. It's an inner tie rod extension. I didn't know you could do this before. So this is 2 inches, and you put that on the inside portion of the rack, and it moves the pivot out. So you can see the rack right here. The whole thing is pushed that way right now, so that won't be as dramatic. But you can see the pivot right here in relation to the pivot for the lower control arm. There's a gap there, and that makes the geometry, the whole arc angle different for the bump steer. Makes it a lot more difficult. So I got these 2-inch extensions that one goes on each side, so 4-inch total. And that'll bring that out even with that control arm, and that just makes me excited like a little kid in a candy store. So, shorten these bad boys up. Shorten them up. They were a little bit on the longer side to begin with, so I shortened them up 3 inches, 3.5 inches, something like that. And here's where I'm at with the steering arms. They still need to be smoothed out and polished up and stuff, but you can see they're basically there. Got the basic round shape going. I had a hole drilled in this before, and I tapered it as well as I can, which I'll get to in a second, but I went ahead and filled that hole back in. So now once it's smoothed out and everything, you'll see how that looks to turn the car. So there's that and that. This goes on the end of the tie rod steering rack port, and then it'll go to here. So now I'm at here. These were the old ones. This is your standard bump steer kit sort of pieces that come with it. Heims joint goes like that. I cut them down so it was getting close to hitting the wheel. I had cut it down, and then the bolt screws on the end of here, and then this gets shoved up through the steering arm just like a normal, like a tie rod, and it's got that tapered end. So I tried to replicate that on here, and I couldn't get the exact angle right. And then I realized that you don't really need it as much, being a Heims joint setup. It may give you a little better consistent contact, but I couldn't match the taper anyway perfectly, so it didn't really matter. So you also notice I'm going away with that, and then this and this, those are different pieces. Now I ended up, because I knew I was rebuilding these, I went ahead and got a reverse threaded Heims joint so that it'll screw in backwards on one end, and then on the steering rack itself it'll screw on normally. So now when I have to go to make an alignment or something, I can just rotate the whole thing, and I don't have to unbolt it from the car, rotate it, and put it back on. I just adjust it like this, and then you have locking nuts to hold it in place. So there's that, and then I got these. I had a Fastenal right by my house, so I went there. I got a 5/8 zinc coated beast of a bolt. It's the same thread pattern as this, so I have the nuts laying around, and I'm going to drill just a 5/8 hole straight in there, so it'll be perfect fit. It'll come down, and it'll get spaced down here or something with that, and it'll look something like that. I guess it'll be coming towards you. It'll look something like that. So this will be done pretty quickly. I've got everything done. I've already modified this. I've already kind of smoothed it off. Had a buddy with an oxyacetylene torch chop that up for me, so I'll smooth that out. But all I got to do is drill that 5/8 inch hole, and then add these on there, and it's good to go, and it's better than ever. So one last revision. Just because I found something to make it better, I might as well, you know. We all know that I'm going to keep on redoing it if I find something better, because I've done that 3,000 times now. But everything's improved this time. So wider rack, reverse threaded thingamajobber. Yeah, you got it. So like I said, I was going to make a video with all that completed, then going over it, but I figured I'd make a a video prior to that, and I'll have another video in less than a week because this will only take me one night to finish. I'm not sure when I'm going to get to it. But after that, I can pull the car out of the garage, or I can push the car out of the garage and clean up this atrocious mess that I have here. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and I will see you guys next time. Time to go watch the Blues game. Peace out.